habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pay.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
It's second and
the numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 15 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league. They end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Broncos first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Sanzalone on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 50.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 5. Brings up second and
from the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 11.
Second and 11.
12-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Taken at about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Las Vegas.
Back to throw now on first down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Back to the ground now, it's Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got it off. And the Raiders have got him. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Montgomery. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Complete to David Montgomery. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Denver.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pick.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
The pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3. First down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Able to connect with Mims. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line. A gain of 3.
They run. Montgomery. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 8 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Down and sacked.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
No gain on
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Following the penalty, Montgomery. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 14.
30-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Yards on the play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Rowe. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running from the gun with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
That's good.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's over the line and in for the Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the 28-yard line.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that will look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Eddie Lacy throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. 28-6 was a one-sided final. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are. But they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And he's able to get it out of there. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To David Montgomery. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll look to throw. Have got him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. We should mention, to go along with the great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a 34.
A first down carry for Henry. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
On the carry. Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So the Broncos coming out now. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
On the play.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Toss left to Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Henry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
15 yards on the play. 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Getting your back involved involved. What's the importance there in the passing game?
Oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Complete to Adam Thielen. A gain of 29
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Devin White on the tackle.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Denver.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 30.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 3. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the pickup there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now this one the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. For the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete. The Broncos on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now a 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos first down.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Bronco first down there. 12 yards on the play.
First down, Denver.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
4 yards. First down, Bronco.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Broncos 31.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now here's throws a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Draw play. This is Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. K.J. Henry there to make the grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they will take a knee here. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.